Let's continue from where we left off in the second episode. We are continuing to build the hairstyle guides, but I also want to clean up the modifiers. Since we are done with manipulations here, I usually collapse the stack using Collapse 2. Right-click the top modifier you want to collapse and select Collapse 2. In baked guides, make sure the scalp is attached so nothing breaks. We don't need strand length right now, but copy it for later use. Delete this modifier. Apply Collapse 2 here. Check it. Okay, the scalp is there. Assign a new Edit Guides modifier. We will work inside it. Before starting, enable Strand. I explained why in the second episode. Assign the strand length modifier below for easy short hair selection. In Aux Edit Guides, we continue working with guides. We are working with the third group, which is above these guides. Press Unhide All in root mode. Enable strand length to easily select the next group, and select the upper one. It is located above the one we worked on in the second episode. There might be extra guides here. We'll deal with them too. Select this guide. We will delete it later. With this group selected, assign group 14, or any number you can remember. Recall the Select by Group function. We have group 12, group 11, and now we have group 14. To quickly select all groups and work only with them, activate Select by Group and select these groups. Click Isolate Selected. Now let's work on this group. Disable the strand length modifier. Comb the guides to match the lower group. In this case, it is group 12. By the way, since we configured it, we can hide group 11, but you can keep it if you want to see all groups. I prefer hiding it. I just showed you that you can work this way. I'm starting to comb all these guides, aligning them with the lower guides in our scan. I am checking how the hairstyle itself will look. As I said in the previous episode, I like working with separate parts. Let's check the alignment of each guide. In this case, I see this one is not positioned well. I'm moving it. There is a gap here. I prefer to insert a guide. Select these two guides and use the plant tool. Click right here. Excellent. There is a slight intersection here, so I'm selecting these guides. Checking their position. Yes, we need to comb this guide. Just like this, to avoid strong intersection. I also noticed an intersection here. Select that guide to see it clearly. Trim it with Affix Select Only enabled. Like this. Checking this side to ensure all guides align. We inserted a guide here. Okay, the correspondence is excellent here. But this area looks strange. So I prefer adding a guide between these two using plant. And naturally, I align it with the lower guide. If the mess bothers you, remember you can isolate to align comfortably. Again, if you want the volume to match the hairstyle, compare it with the scan. Perhaps we need to adjust this slightly right here. Remember, we fix unevenness using the smoothing tool. Let's continue. Looking at the guides and their alignment. These two seem unnecessary to me. I'll delete them and align these accordingly. A lower guide is missing right here. So I select these two and use plant. Excellent. Align this guide using the brush. Strictly observing the volume set by the previous guide. We'll align more. You can press Q to select these guides and comb them quickly. Just like that. Then correct the shape and check individually. I don't like this guide, so I'm combing it too. I will check it individually later. There is correspondence here. It just needs combing. Add volume. Look at previous guides and add volume accordingly. At the same time, introduce some variety. There seems to be a large gap here. We'll check against the hairstyle itself. Don't rush to add. We can always edit later. Look, we need to adjust the length of these two guides here. I'm selecting them. Click Isolate. Checking length. Yes, naturally, it needs to be increased. Everything must match, or the hairstyle will look ragged. Just like that. Perfect. Press Unhide. Use Select by Group for our group and the lower one. Isolate. Let's check further. I see an extra guide here. It's unnecessary. I'll delete it. Looking again. The length needs adjustment here. Checking with the scan. Volume. Yes. Maybe make it longer here, but we'll check that later. Press Unhide. Checking specific guides again. Excellent. I think the task is done. We can adjust more if needed. If you can't wait to see how the hairstyle looks with the edited guides, press Unhide All. We have 3 groups ready. Select these 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. Click Isolate Selected. Here are the 3 groups. Enable Hair from Guides. It currently shows all guides. Enable Change Width to see thickness. Hair from Guides has an operation to show hair only for unhidden, isolated guides. It is called Hidden Guide Behavior. Select Hide. Now we see the hair part we worked on. We can check it. In Hair from Guides, set it to 100%. The hair count is low right now, only 10,000. Set it to 100,000 to see the concrete result. In this case, we see this effect. As you remember, we worked with a mask. Compare with the scan. Naturally, hair will poke out somewhere. We will fix that. This is the result so far. Let's continue. I recommend setting it back to 20% to avoid overloading the viewport. Keep Hidden Guide Behavior on Hide. We will work with the guides currently shown in the viewport. Disable these modifiers and continue working. We still need to work on these guides. I just combed them, as you recall. We need to check each one individually. For example, I see unevenness here. I need to check this.